Ain't nobody got me feeling like I'm feeling you, like I'm feeling you, like I'm feeling you.
Welcome.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Doodle-doo-doo.
They're in Las Vegas.
They are. Mango a little more than Tony.
Hey,
does.
shut the
You
fuck
said it
up.
first. You said it first.
He's young.
He is young at heart.
He's lost a lot of weight.
He's looking very trim.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are looking thinner than ever, but in a good way.
Tony, I see wants a friendship with Mango.
He wants to engage, but Mango really has a one-track mind, and that is a toy basket raid. And I think Tony is just not used to someone else so forcefully coming in, taking all his toys out. And Mango snapped at him before when Tony's tried to like get in on the action. So I feel like Tones just like keeps a safe distance and watches from afar.
But I know they have a bond deep down.
Oh yeah, they're running mates.
They slept together in the same bed with Cece.
Mm-hmm.
They're friends.
They palled around at the dog park.
They're a little frenemy.
A little bit, but it's good, I think, for them.
Yeah.
It's good to have someone challenge Tony.
Mango needs a little sis.
Okay, you need to hold on to him, though. He wants to travel, and that's not going to work.
Sit here.
Yeah.
Yes, my baby.
He needs to be a tad more professional.
I know. I think when he just feels freedom with daddy nearby.
The daddy that does not
Mm-hmm.
enforce boundaries or rules.
No.
That says, get over here.
Yeah.
And then he knows that means he doesn't have to do a damn thing.
He's got me wrapped around his little Grinch paw.
He does.
But that's why I love him.
He's smiling.
A lot going on this week.
Many things are happening.
A lot of things in the docket that we need to discuss.
Okay, where do we begin?
Where do we begin?
Where do we begin? Well, okay, tax week just happened.
Girl.
It's this week.
I've already paid.
How'd that go for you?
You know, it's always a little stressful, but I did it.
Love that.
I have a new accountant. It's good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Simon and I are doing it as a couple now.
Oh, that's chic. You get like perks.
Yeah. But it was a lot of, I'm not getting a lot.
Yeah.
But California state tax.
Girl, tell me about it.
I got Me Too'd by the California state tax.
Every year.
Yeah.
Well, every quarter because I do quarterly.
How about you?
I am happy to report that I'm on a quarterly tax journey.
That's
so I
chic.
pay as I go, and then I pay like estimated taxes. So then at the end of the year, it's hopeful that it just goes out to zero and I don't owe any more, but sometimes it doesn't.
I think that's really smart that you do that.
I need to pay as I go. Otherwise, I'll get in a bad way. It's taken me it's been a long and winding road to get to this place of being extremely efficient with my taxes, but we're here now and we're celebrating.
You've gotten that really down pat.
Yeah.
I used to really freak out, but now I kind of get into the sleuthing and like going through receipts, and you know what I mean? Like I kind of have fun with it now in a sick way.
I love doing all my own. I mean, I do all my own bookkeeping and payroll stuff, and I like it. I like knowing exactly what's what and having like all my accounts and making sure all the money's put away somewhere and ready to like pay bills and pay taxes when it's time.
The hardest thing I went through last year was the fucking hospital bills that I had from my stint.
Oh my God.
That haunts me still. I'm on like a thing with that.
No.
Payment.
How much did they charge you? Because you had spent a day in the hospital?
I spent 3 days.
Oh God.
Girl, I don't want to talk about it.
No, say it.
No, I don't know the exact amount in my head, but it's a lot. And I'm still like.
Can I guess?
Sure.
40,000.
No.
Less?
Yeah.
Okay.
But still a lot.
I thought you were going to say more.
No. For me, it's a lot.
For anyone,
20,000?
20,000?
Yeah, around like 15.
I love like a $5,000 a day rent for a tow.
I saw a video today of a woman on a freeway in LA leaping out of an ambulance on the back of an ambulance, and I was like, I get her.
Mhm.
Like, she's like, I'm not paying this fucking bill. She's like, they got me.
I'll walk.
They sutured my ass. Now it's time
I'm
for me to
out before they can get my identity. I gotta
Yeah.
go.
That's how you do it. You get free emergency care in an ambulance, and then if you have the strength,
Flee.
muster up the courage,
Run for your life.
to run for your goddamn life, jump out of a moving ambulance and hit the hay.
Mm-hmm. Get into an Uber. It's cheaper to get an Uber, bleed all over the Uber, pay the cleaning fee, and have them drop you off at the hospital than it is to have an ambulance ride. An ambulance is just it's an Uber premium.
Have your loved one follow in a car and then open the pod doors and like have them move right up and then leap onto the hood of the car, crawl up through the sunroof, and then they'll never see you again. They'll
Fast
never
and
know.
Furious style.
They'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
Does ambulance have like a CCTV?
I think you should just take a stapler, make some staples, tourniquet, call the Uber, have the Uber take you, be like, don't worry, like I'll pay the cleaning fee. It's just blood. It's no big deal. And they'll be like, okay. You're like, I will tip you 20%. Don't worry about it. They take you, then you're good.
Yeah, I think as soon as when they said like we're gonna have to admit you right now, I went
No. Yeah.
no.
As an American, it's
Guys,
of the utmost importance to stay out of the hospital at all costs. Do whatever it takes to not be admitted to the hospital.
is this where we are, where people are jumping out of ambulances?
It is. Yeah. I was told that in the last years of your life, many people lose all their money due to medical bills.
Incredible.
So it's better to just die.
Maybe that girl in Holland has the right idea.
No, but Holland, they have like,
Yeah, the Holland's like,
she does not have the right idea.
yeah, you don't have, you're out of like, you have free healthcare there. You can get some mental health for free.
Ketamine, babe.
Ketamine.
TMS, they can do things and manipulate your brain waves now and forge like whole new neural pathways. Like there are so many advances in medicine and mental health.
Not in our
Well, you have to pay out of pocket
backwoods
here.
country.
No,
we literally live in we're like a swamp.
I'm like, should I become just like a doctor on the side who does just like some cheaper doctor stuff out of my apartment? I would be really good at it.
Just like a medic.
I could stitch some people up. I could put Band-Aids on people.
I can put Band-Aids.
Honestly, I'm really good and talented at figuring out what's wrong with people medically. So if you came to me, I could give you a diagnosis that then you would know where to go from there.
Lara's apothecary. You become like a witch that people just like, that's the future where like no one can afford healthcare, so they just like seek out like witchcraft.
In this capitalist society, I'm just trying to carve out a niche for myself as like a liaison.
Hester Prynne. Damn.
For $100, I'll tell you what's wrong with you. There's construction. Don't worry about it. But so tax season happened. It's happening now.
It happened. It's over. We made it.
But
we forged through.
Someone tweeted or shared a post breaking down like where taxes went. Said if you paid taxes this year, you likely paid on average $249 to Lockheed Martin, $87 to Boeing, and $12 to SpaceX.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because of government contracts. Boeing is...
So we're giving money to weapons, which
we're
goes
literally
to...
paying... Yeah, we're paying for
Incredible.
all the weapons. You literally paid taxes and then killed like 17 children by like making a wire transfer. I love also that like you're paying someone to suck you out of an airplane.
Yeah, that feels...
That's so sinister.
I mean, American Airlines or Alaska Airlines today literally just grounded all their flights. for
yeah,
like an
because
hour.
they had like electrical issues.
No, I know, but I'm just
or
like-
they couldn't calculate like the weight of anything.
We're paying taxes for that.
Alaska Airlines, do not trust. It's a DNR, a DNF for me. Do not fly. United Airlines said like we want out of a Boeing anything. Like they're divesting from Boeing, I think.
But Elon Musk gets fucking...
SpaceX has government contracts. We need to figure out like a podcast government contract.
Yeah. Well, I think some
Propaganda.
I think some podcasts are funded by the government.
Probably, but
Some
I'm
of
like
I'm looking at Redacted.
I'm but yeah, but I'm trying to think like where can we like find a government contract for some laws in this economy?
The Ministry of Laws.
Joe Biden needs us to like shill on his behalf. Unfortunately, I feel like our listeners would sniff that out very quickly.
Yeah, if we just
We're like
suddenly
the
are
great
like,
thing about Joe Biden
the
is
great thing about Joe Biden is he's just so his kindness is just unmatched. He
he's
is
just a beautiful
at
soul.
the end of the day, he's just a good old boy from Delaware, and he's just, you know, he's like America's grandfather.
He's America's pop.
He's America's pop, and like
Honestly, we should just all vote for
we
him.
should just all vote for Joe Biden.
Government contract.
Sponsored by.
Next year, it's someone tweets a breakdown of taxes. They're like, if you paid taxes this year, you likely paid $1 to Sex Unique podcast.
That is nuts though about Lockheed. I mean, I knew that, but like I didn't know just how much.
I know, and you pay. There's even more. It's actually crazy.
What else?
You spent $5,109 for the Pentagon and war, deportations and border militarization, and federal spending on policing and prisons, compared to just $4,308 for Medicare and Medicaid.
So we pay more money to the Pentagon than we do for healthcare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
it.
The vast majority of your money went towards militarism in the police state, to the Pentagon itself. I'm like, enjoy, bitch. Enjoy your like new coffee machine.
Well, all of our money in California goes to police helicopters.
Yeah.
Instead of
Certainly
potholes.
not a road.
I'm driving.
And military subcontractors like Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and their CEO compensation packages and stock buybacks.
No.
So I'm like, great. Enjoy your fucking yacht, piece of shit. I would love to not pay taxes, but I'm so terrified.
Oh, I'm always afraid I'm going to go to
I've
jail.
flown too close to the sun, so that's one thing I can't do.
You have to be like really.
You have to be pretty cray-cray.
You have to be really.
The IRS will come for you. They will find you.
But they will understand. Like if you explain things, they'll help you. Like they're actually I know this is not propaganda for the IRS, but they're more understanding than people think.
Yeah, but you will enter like a long period of negotiations with them
And fear.
Yeah.
Where any day they
and
could come
it also
knocking.
is not like it's not like you get to negotiate for free. Like
No.
you will have to pay someone to help you negotiate with the IRS. So I just recommend paying your taxes.
But
As much as I would love it, and I do actually support people who are like, fuck you, I'm not paying my taxes, like go with God.
love and light to you.
May you
but,
not get caught. But me, I'm transferring. I'm wire transferring. I'm actually paying on credit card to get the points.
I just love driving down an LA road, and it's literally like you're in like the country. It's
I like it's a horse and buggy.
It is. It's like
I love driving in LA and just like bracing for impact when you see a pothole where I literally
you
like
can't turn.
You're like, okay, it's Formula One. Like when you know, in like a NASCAR race when they just hit and the car flies, like I'm prepping for that every time I drive down.
So that's
the street.
every block.
No,
because
every
there's
block.
a pothole in every block.
You know,
because
sometimes
the
where you're like,
floodwaters.
you try and miss it, but you realize it's too late, so you just have to hit it full speed, and you're
I
like,
also
this is when my tire flies off.
I also love seeing the trend you start when you look behind and everyone else is doing the same deviation that you did, and you're like, sisters.
Every once in a while, though, you
Oh,
have the luxury of like missing the pothole dodge and then it's truly like you're ready. I saw someone's like hubcap fly off their car and roll down the street the other day. I was walking Tony to go get coffee and some car was like boosh, and then the hubcap just flew.
I drive like
We should bring back like horse and buggies.
when I lived in Lancaster in college,
They were all over.
you would at night sometimes you would just hear
It's a comforting sound.
kind of eerie.
I mean, look, I don't love a horse having to pull a buggy. We should just bring back horses.
They like it.
I know. I feel like they do.
I wish Mango could pull me in a carriage.
I know. I make Tony pull my luggage whenever we travel together. He likes it. He has to earn.
Yeah. But also like, have you noticed have people been driving insane lately, or am I just
I
bad
don't
at
know.
driving?
Maybe you're bad.
Okay.
A woman in Rio de Janeiro brought a corpse into a bank and tried to get it.
Hats off to her.
God love her. She did what she needed to do. First of all, I'm sad that they're not showing you the corpse's face because I saw it on another video. But look at her.
She's smiling.
She's like, look, he's just going to sign.
So are they married?
Was
Was she like a caretaker?
Hold on.
Like,
Let me. Uncle. That's a dead person. Mm.
that is wild. She meant business. I love help us so we don't have any more headaches. Does she mean like
Uncle?
financial headaches?
I think so.
Damn.
I mean, I hope that she was not like under duress. Like someone was like, "You do that. Either take this dead person in to sign, or I'll go." She
seemed pretty cool as a cucumber.
I mean, for a person taking a corpse into a bank, like she was having a sense of humor about it.
Mm-hmm.
I love like, are you feeling something? Are you not feeling well?
Uncle, if you want, we can go back to the hospital.
He's literally like,
I don't think he looks so good. He looks pale.
no, on the thing that showed the initial thing, I saw his face.
What was it?
It was a dead man's
Was
face.
he like this?
He was like this. His head was just lolling around.
I wonder how long he'd been dead. Kept him in a freezer.
Let's see.
That's literally like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre when they're sitting at the table and the grandfather's like has a hammer. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. He'd passed away a few hours earlier. So fresh.
But still, I'm sorry, that feels like a curse waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's opening the door to some sort of like supernatural retribution.
She said she was a nurse, his carer, and his niece.
Oh, okay. Braga.
She was trying to get about 2,500 pounds.
Okay. It's a lot.
People are wheeling dead people around quite a bit. 2 men were jailed in Ireland last July for trying to use a dead man's body to deceive a post office and claim his pension.
That feels Irish as fuck.
Yeah, that's
That feels
very
like
Irish.
like an Irish farce.
I like 2 men. Like I see them both with their drunk friend. Where
Yeah.
they're like, he's had too much to drink.
But he needs
He needs his pension. His name is Declan Holney. They were 41 and 37. They were sentenced to 18 months in prison. That's not that bad.
I mean,
That's not great.
Considering that the armor for Rust got 18 months in prison and she killed someone.
Yeah. I wonder how many people have successfully brought a corpse into a bank and have like gotten money. Because if it's happening like once a year, there must be people who are bringing dead people. I wonder if like we've ever just seen someone like bringing a dead person around and you just like didn't know it.
I think so.
Wow.
It's also very $1 Million Baby when Margot Martindale is like trying to get Hilary Swank to sign with her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, just do it.
Evil.
I support her hustle. I'm sure.
Do what you got to do in this world.
And like, look, maybe Uncle was a piece of shit and like
far worse things have happened.
Maybe she was like, thank you, like you were an asshole to me my whole life, and now this is your karma.
Yeah. If you're wheeling a corpse into a bank trying to get 2,500 pounds is all you're gonna get out of the thing, I think you need that money and kind of deserve to have it.
Yeah. If I were the teller, I would have said, I know what's happening, sis.
I'm gonna let it go this once. But do not come back here.
Don't come back here and get him.
Never come back here and take him away now.
Take his ass to the mortician.
Mm-hmm. Did you see what Jennifer did on Netflix?
No, I saw the trailer and it scared me too much.
Well, I watched it. It was a fucking snooze fest.
Really?
It was truly a documentary that could have been a sentence.
She killed her parents?
She hired a hitman to like come and kill her parents.
How old was she?
She was... she's 37 now. And this happened in 2010.
She's old as hell.
She's old as hell. I was like, damn.
I thought she was like 15 when she did it.
I know. She looked really young.
She said she staged it like a home invasion.
Yeah, staged it like a violent... But they fucked up and they didn't kill her dad.
So he survived?
He survived and then was in a coma, then came out of the coma and was like, you need to figure out what Jennifer did. I was like, rule number 1 is leave no witnesses.
Did they talk to him in the documentary?
No, he was like, they talked about talking to him. It was truly a long documentary of like telling.
Is she in jail?
Yeah.
Like
I'll tell you what she didn't do.
What?
Serve an ounce of cunt.
She didn't do a good job.
She didn't do a great job.
It's sad that her mom died.
I know.
Damn. I wish they both survived and they were like, heh, bitch.
Yeah. Imagine your kid hiring a hitman to kill you.
That's like that movie You're Next.
Mm-hmm.
What, did she want money from them?
No, I think she just wanted like freedom. Oh. She had a boyfriend. She was dating some guy they didn't approve of. And then she also had lied to them about going to university and like said that she essentially graduated from university, but literally never went. She like faked
from university.
She like faked a diploma.
The amount of time that takes to when you could just literally just get a real one.
Or you could just move out.
Yeah, you don't need college.
You could just get a job somewhere.
Damn. Speaking of like matricide, Gypsy Rose, the reason why she left her husband was because he was hoarding food.
What do you mean?
He was hoarding all their food for himself, and she like
locking it away.
Yeah, and he snored. Apparently those were her reasons, but also I'm pretty sure he was abusive because I think she has a restraining order against him.
Hoarding food, please
I'll
explain.
Okay, hold on. I think they were buying groceries and he was like hiding food from her.
She was revolted by his food hoarding.
The amount of food Ryan Anderson hoarded in their home, TMZ reports, leading to a huge blow up after she cleared out his fridge.
He would bulk buy food and collect and keep it. Oh, she cleared a fridge full of old produce.
She
Yeah, you gotta leave. If it's a fridge full of rotted produce and then your man gets mad at you because you cleaned it out, it's time to divorce.
He also, it was his body temperature heated up at night when they slept, and she couldn't sleep well.
She told loved ones he was a human.
I did read that the hoarding of food reminded her of her mom, so that like she got like her fight or flight activated.
Well, he very much he resembled her mom in many ways.
Yeah, but look, if you have that trauma response, something's telling you like
get out,
get the fuck out. Now she's back with her ex.
Were they engaged or did they get married? They got prison married, right?
They were married.
This is why you just don't get married before you can like really understand what the fridge situation and the sleep situation is like.
Things seem so good for them.
I know.
The
life was filled
good.
with promise. The dick was fire.
If that's gross. That's like hoarder shit. If you're hiding food and like old rotted food, that's not good.
So now she's with a ex.
They say they're just friends, but it's her ex-fiance.
But they went and got like tattoos together.
Yeah, they're fucking.
She's
not meant to be in a relationship right now. She should be.
She should take a beat.
Take a beat.
Date a little bit.
Totally.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Yeah.
An elephant escaped the circus and roamed the streets of Montana.
Butte? Residents of Butte, Montana were in for a surprise Tuesday when a circus elephant escaped from its home and began freely roaming in the streets. Wow. It said it didn't hesitate to stretch its legs once it was out and about.
I love this. Free them.
You know, there was a cow that escaped like a slaughterhouse. I forget which city, and it like ran for hours. I think it might have been Philly, like near Philly. And this thing was just like, could not be caught. It was like so quick, trotting away down through like the suburbs of Philly outside. And they finally caught it, and they were like, you know what? You have a will to live. We're sending you to a cow sanctuary. And then they saved it.
Thank God.
But they were like, clearly this thing is like fighting for its goddamn life.
You know what? Cows are like dogs. I watch a lot of cow content on TikTok and online, and they're like dogs.
I don't want to know this. They're affectionate.
They're affectionate
with people.
Yeah, they like run around. They play like they are dog-like. I know, it's horrible.
Wait, also hearing about Gypsy Rose's husband's rotten food, I just started smelling rotten lettuce in my head. Now I'm sick. Do you need to drink water?
He's fine.
Okay. Well, I hope this elephant just gets to live in the wild. They should just let an elephant live in the city.
I know. And people could feed it stuff.
But then people, I'm sure out in Montana, people would want to shoot it.
I know. They'd hunt it.
But any animal like that like breaks out,
it deserves to be out. Also, the circus is awful.
It is fucking awful.
Well, let's talk about another awful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that is... Wait, let me finish. Let me close out this events horizon. Well, that's all the awful news.
That's all the incredible news happening in our world today.
But tune in next week for even more
Events Horizon.
Events Horizon. Bye.